The Shady XV cypher hit the web just yesterday. 5 ciphers, 6 verses in total, with Em and Royce sharing the stage in the finale. We'll get to them later, but let's start it off by order of appearance. Crooked had the most energetic performance, rapid-fire delivery, and even though he borrowed a bit from Big T with his gun sounds, I was impressed. Crooked had my favorite cypher verse of 2013. His style just seems to be better suited for this format. He played around with a few rhyme patterns, which kept everything fresh. Joe was uninspiring. He sounded lazy and boring, kind of how lazy and boring I sound right now, which was pretty much what he was detailing in his verse, sharing information about recent family illnesses. He phoned in his verse, and as far as I'm concerned, he's quickly becoming the weakest member of the Slaughterhouse family. The poetic approach isn't something that I'm a fan of when it comes to ciphers. You'll remember how Kendrick turned the control verse into a battle record, Jay Electronica followed with a poetic tone, he was ignored, and I think that's the appropriate response for Yelawolf. Plus, even for an acapella verse, the long pauses made it uneventful, great for the deaf poetry stage, not for a cipher. This verse was just way too short to talk about. He had a clever 3-in-1 sequence, but that was about it. His Riverside setting sort of fit the feel for his appearance, considering it was a laid-back verse, but I'm a bit disappointed that Joel didn't give himself a chance to get started. Royce was in total control. His verse took a few bars to get going, but once it did, it was well worth it. That grocery line was the funniest of the cipher, but I wish he came across a bit angrier. He made several gun references, but he chose to whisper his way out of them. The lyrics were great, but the showmanship just wasn't there. This is what it would feel like to battle Eminem. I doubt this is something we'll ever see, so this is the closest we'll ever get. The sloppy panting in between bars, the occasional improvised punches. Em has clearly mastered the art of freestyling or the art of making a written verse sound like one. And since Royce was a bit monotone, it only made Em's theatrics just that much more entertaining. But who had the best verse? It clearly wasn't Budden or Yella. Joel's verse was just way too short to count. So is it Em, Royce, or Crooked? And the winner is Crooked Eye. There's a different level of passion when Crooked spits, almost like he's trying to prove something to himself and not be outshined, which is something that almost never happens, by the way. The competitive nature of Slaughterhouse is what originally brought them together, and Crooked seems to be keeping his end of the bargain. Just give a listen to their 2012 album, Welcome to Our House, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Pull out the chopper, rappers hitting the ground like every bar's a bullet. When I pull it, it sound like a couple of bullets are coming your way, then they jam like goddamn. Then I pick up something quick and start killing everything in the vicinity. The proximity, the Glocksimity on Yosemite Sam. Bam, bam, your body drop. Van Dam, karate chop. The Beretta's a better competitor. Pop, pop, turn your sweater to a crop top. Killing you and whoever in that drop top, etc., etc. And it will not stop. Just shoot, shoot like do, and buku, buku. I'm cuckoo. I'm a star going to war with you clones like Count Dooku. I'm worlds apart from you rappers. Like I walk in the booth, rocking a biosuit made of plastic, and NASA's galactic elastic, traveling through space, interstellar rapping, broadcasting from